Boruto planned to call all of Konoha's shinobi on the coming of the Shinju by Shikamaru's command. Then Boruto said, "Uncle, hurry do it, because they will absorb our chakra." Shikamaru was a little surprised to hear that Shinju absorbed their chakra, because previously Shikamaru had not known about the purpose of the Shinju, other than just looking for Boruto and Kawaki. This prediction I believe will happen in Chapter 8 or the next chapters. And let's continue about the Shinju plan to Konoha. Previously, from the few episodes that have been released, we finally learned that many important moments have been revealed, especially about Ida's Zeno. Many lies from Kawaki slowly began to be revealed about the truth. After Shikamaru, now it's Mitsuki's turn to start realizing in the early chapters, namely Chapter 1 to Blue Vortex. Mitsuki has indeed been shown to doubt the sun due to Kawaki's indifferent and uncaring attitude towards him, and because it makes Mitsuki confused. Until then, in Chapter 7 yesterday, the fact was finally revealed that the sun turned out to be Boruto. Although in a state of confusion due to Zeno's effect, Mitsuki finally slowly believed that it was the original Boruto. Now, Boruto is no longer alone, because besides Sarada and Sumaya, there are already Shikamaru and Mitsuki who are ready to help him. For Shikamaru himself, this is a very difficult responsibility, taking on the duties of Hokage and helping Boruto. However, he could not announce it to the public because everyone's memories had already changed. For Shikamaru, who has above-average intelligence, will be forced to find the best solution. Then, Boruto, who gained the trust of Shikamaru, finally told the true facts. The switched memories and his living father have been revealed. This makes everything slowly start to look clear. Boruto also even tested Shikamaru for being able to conclude for himself that his memories had been altered using Ida's omnipotent. According to him, Shikamaru is not an ordinary person, and that is very impressive to Boruto. Shikamaru also told Boruto to kill Kawaki immediately, because it was the only step to clean up the problem. However, Boruto rejected the idea because he truly considered Kawaki his brother. He would not want to kill Kawaki, even if there were only two of them left on this earth. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Jura finally did not find the answer to his question. He was determined to immediately search for Naruto with enthusiasm in order to find these doubts. Maybe he will get the answer to his doubts through an explanation from the Hokage, because basically Jubi has feelings too. And after what was shown in Chapter 7 yesterday, if we look at some previous episodes and predictions, then we realize that it is also related to Jura, who finally moved to find Kawaki first, then to Naruto's place in the Dyokuten dimension. Now, let's continue our discussion or predictions as well as preview about Chapter 8 and future chapters. Previously, our predictions have come to the moment that Jura has reached where Naruto is. The process of getting there is truly extraordinary, because maybe I think the power of Kawaki and Jura is the same. Now we continue the discussion on Mitsuki's moment. Mitsuki seemed to be thinking after what Boruto said. Even though Boruto left him, Mitsuki no longer pursued him. On the other hand, Shikamaru and Boruto are still talking through the Shintinshin Jutsu. Boruto accepted that he was still considered a criminal from Konoha village. Shikamaru then said, "Now, what should you do, Boruto?" Boruto was silent for a moment, and he immediately reminded Shikamaru that now Shinju was his main problem. Boruto said, "Currently, the Sumika code has appeared here, but their evolution into 4 Shinju will soon destroy our village." Then Boruto said, "Uncle, you should immediately tell all the shinobi to prepare immediately, because they will absorb our chakra." Shikamaru was a little surprised to hear that Shinju absorbed their chakra, because before that I hadn't explained if Shikamaru didn't know about the purpose of the Shinju, other than just looking for Boruto and Kawaki. But after hearing that the 4 Shinju absorbed chakra and made their bodies evolve to the final form, because of that it made Shikamaru become surprised. Shikamaru said, "Damn, if that's the case, this village will become a battlefield against them." Boruto then said, "Relax, uncle, because I will always help the land of my birth. I won't let those Shinju try to absorb all the chakra of the people here, as well as shapeshift into their final mode." Then, in this state, Shikamaru did not realize that the other Shinju was actually moving secretly. Perhaps this moment would be the same as when Pain came to invade Konoha Village. Initially, only one Pain was detected appearing in Konoha Village, but the sensor team began to realize that almost everywhere had experienced mass destruction. They thought that there was one enemy that attacked almost everywhere at the same time, even though at that time Pain immediately spawned 5 more people into the village. And surely, the system would also be used by Shinju Jura and others. So in this situation, Shinju Matsuri was the most difficult to detect. Let's jump right into the moment when the Shinju Matsuri has found Shikadai, Konohamaru, and Himawari's team. They are the main targets of Matsuri, and even Himawari must also be his target. We predict this will happen in Chapter 8 or the next chapters. Then, Matsuri would be shocked to find out that there was something mysterious in Himawari's body. Because even a cyborg class like Demon was also surprised and thought Himawari was not an ordinary shinobi. Shikadai, who had devised a plan, immediately attacked using his shadow technique, while Choco also immediately moved to make Matsuri distracted again. Seeing that, Matsuri then said, "Again? And you're using that famous Inoshikart show trick again. I don't know how you guys work, but it seems like a really promising strategy." Chocho, who was directed at him, immediately countered his words by saying, "Just so you know, several generations of our 3 clans have ingrained a long-standing cooperation and way of fighting. With the Inoshikart show strategy, many enemies have been stopped by Konoha." Chocho then raised his arm and struck Matsuri's Shinju. Matsuri suddenly jumped into the air while unleashing the power of the ground towards Chocho. Chocho's punch missed, and he had to deal with Matsuri's earth. However, Himawari helped him by directly performing the Yukon technique on those lands. Himawari would definitely help Choco since it was Chocho who trained her how to fight taijutsu. Himawari then asked, "Are you okay?" Chocho then answered her by saying, "You should stay away from here, Himawari, because it's too dangerous, and I won't let you get hurt." Himawari responded to his words by saying, "I won't let you get hurt, Choco. Don't stop me from helping." Meanwhile, Inojin joined the attack with his bird. He chased Matsuri while taking out the animal from his painting. But Matsuri thought that it was a normal attack and thought that they were very weak. Then Shikadai ordered Inojin to focus and take over his body. But Inojin said, "If I don't help him, then he can attack Chocho or Haima, but I will listen to you and return to my place." Inojin then returned behind Shikadai while preparing to activate Shintinshin Jutsu. Konohamaru also activated Rasengan and prepared to attack the Shinju. Konohamaru then ran very fast while spitting fire elements towards Matsuri. Matsuri immediately made a shield and slowly absorbed Konohamaru's fire jutsu. However, he did not realize that Konohamaru was also using Rasengan in his right hand, so Konohamaru immediately appeared beside him while slamming the Rasengan into Matsuri. Matsuri, who was focused on absorbing the fire, could not immediately absorb the Rasengan as well. As a result, she was hit by the Rasengan and made her blown away from there. However, because his body was formed from Jubi, of course he would not leave scars on his body for long. Matsuri then regenerated her body, as she said that was a unique jutsu, collecting chakra in the arm and then slamming it into another person. It's such a clever jutsu. If I were human like you, I would have died after being hit by that. Konohamaru then said, "This village has many outstandingly skilled shinobi. Some great techniques have come from here, and you Shinju can't try to prey on all of us. Together, we will try to remain unyielding against you." The scene then switches to Shikamaru asking Boruto, "If Shinju is the main problem, then what about Kawaki? Whether later Kawaki will be on your side and help you. Are you sure about that, Boruto?" Boruto paused and thought for a moment, as this concerned Kawaki's character and attitude. "And actually, are you going to participate in this fight, Boruto?" asked Shikamaru. Boruto replied, "It's about Kawaki's character and demeanor, but it's all about Konoha and my father, Naruto. And whoever gets close to him, Kawaki will face him head-on." Shikamaru wore a serious expression as he said, "However, your mind is always changing, Boruto." Shikamaru seemed to warn Boruto against Kawaki's temperamental attitude. After that crucial moment, the scene abruptly ended here. Maybe that's the result, or what will happen in the next episode. If you like the discussion of theories and facts about the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex manga, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. I'm Nami. See you in the next video. Bye bye.